Hello and welcome to the Announcers Tables podcast, where this week we are previewing AEW's Double or Nothing 2021. Scott, how the bloody hell are you feeling about Double or Nothing?
Well, my good sir, I wasn't expecting you to go how the bloody hell, but
I'm sorry, I'm just full of energy.
I'm absolutely spiffing. How are you?
Yes, I'm fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this. It seems
Yeah.
like a long time since we've seen any any AEW action.
Yeah, I mean, the last one was what, Revolution?
Mm.
And that was March? So it's
Something like
been
that. No,
something like that.
earlier than that, February, I think.
It was no, it was the wasn't it? Oh no, that was WrestleMania. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I was gonna say it was the start of April, but that was Mania.
Yep.
I get my big shows mixed up.
Oh, well.
Uh,
Get ready to cash in your chips.
ooh.
Get ready to bluff, spin the wheel, and all the other gambling things. It's double or nothing. Exactly.
What else do they do? Call,
Yes.
Hold'em,
Go fish. Uno.
Dominoes.
Yes. We'll start off with the buy-in match.
Ching.
It's the NWA World Champion, World Women's Champion, Serena Deeb.
Nick Aldis.
Yes. Serena Deeb versus Riho. Scott. Oh.
Yeah.
What would you rather it? You'd rather it be Nick Aldis?
I'd rather it be Nick Aldis versus Rio.
Too bad. Serena Deeb, though, has been fantastic for AEW.
I have very little opinion on this because I didn't know it was happening until half an hour ago.
Right. Thank you for your expert input.
And this is why people listen.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, she's good. She's a good wrestler. Riho's a good wrestler. They need some women's wrestling on their shows. But fine by me.
Yeah, I think they'll be given time to do what they want, to have some fun with it. I think Serena Deeb has been one of the shining lights in just AEW in general for the women's division. Like,
so
character-wise, she's not the strongest, but like wrestling-wise, she's probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest, in AEW.
They are they're the only match on the buy-in.
They are the only match on the buy-in. It's normally only one match.
So they're gonna get some proper time then. That's good.
Yeah, that is good.
I'd be worried if it was like if they stuck like the Casino Battle Royale on the buy-in like they did on the first Double or Nothing.
Mm.
Like that would take away some of their time, but if it's just them, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, as announced, it's the only match on there.
Yeah.
But I think it's a nice little match to put on the buy-in. Like, there's not a feud there, but you just know you can get some good, solid wrestling to draw people in.
Yeah, and good, solid women's wrestling as well, which is something that AEW has been criticised for.
Yeah, it's a good way of showcasing what they're actually about.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. I'll probably enjoy it.
Yeah, there we are. We'll move on to the Casino Battle Royal, as you previously mentioned, because it may be moved to the pre-show, but I don't think so this time. I'll run through the names very quickly.
Can you do it as quickly as you can?
No, because it will sound awful.
Oh.
Christian Cage, Matt Sydal, Powerhouse Hobbs, Penta, Jungle Boy, Matt Hardy, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, The Blade, Evil Uno, Colt Cabana, Preston Vance, aka 10, Griff Garrison, Brian Pillman Jr., Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, QT Marshall, Nick Comoroto, Dustin Rhodes, Lee Johnson, and a mystery, the Joker.
Ooh, the Joker in the pack.
The Joker. We'll start off by discussing who we think the Joker will be.
Yeah, you've made it abundantly clear to me that you know who it's going to be.
Yeah, I do.
I don't think you do.
I've been on the phone to Big TK. He's spilled the beans.
I have a few ideas.
Oh, fire away.
Firstly, it could be the in-ring debut of Paul White.
It is the big in-ring debut of Paul White.
Is that the?
That is who it's going to be.
Do you think?
That's my consensus.
Okay, I should have said that one till last.
Yeah, you should, but oh well. They've also announced that Paul White is on commentary for that match.
Oh, so he's gonna get up, isn't he?
Yeah, they're gonna. His music's gonna play, and they're gonna be like, "Wait, what?" And then
It's
he
gonna
stands up,
go.
he removes his necktie. Yeah,
There'll be a 10, 9, 8, and then it'll go. Well, it's Paul
Paul.
White,
It's
and then
Paul.
he plods his way down.
If it doesn't start with "well," then that's so underwhelming.
If it shouldn't say it, you know how it went. Well, it should just go well.
Well, it's
Well,
Paul White.
it's Paul White. What else do you want?
And although I can't imagine he'll win it, Kenny Omega versus Paul White.
Right.
How
So
does Kenny win?
with a one-winged angel.
No, he does not. His neck will break.
Cena did something.
Kenny Omega is half the size of Cena.
But twice as talented.
Kenny Omega acknowledges that Taiwan is a country. Continue.
So this is just a little niche reference. I've told you before that I've played a booking simulator game, and in one of my storylines that I did on for AEW, I had Kenny Omega attack Shaquille O'Neal, and then I had Paul White come out to defend the honor of Shaquille O'Neal.
So that's where you want this to go.
And Kenny Omega and Paul White had a 5-star match. So I believe that he should win.
I'd empty my bank account to see Kenny Omega hit the one-winged angel on Paul White.
Oh, I'd empty something.
Wow.
My bank account as well.
Yes. What was your other speculation for who the Joker could possibly be?
So obviously, there's one name that's not going to happen. I hope it does.
I hope it does.
Sami Callihan.
Stop.
No, it could be Sami Callihan.
No, it couldn't.
So the two that would really get the heart going are obviously Bryan Danielson.
Mate, I think stick that in the main event if it's Bryan Danielson.
Oh yeah, I mean that'd be the biggest.
And then
pop.
let him win, and then let him win the title, and screw all your plans because you've got Bryan Danielson.
That'd be the biggest pop in AEW history.
Mate,
my
bedroom would be electric.
That'd be bigger than when Kenny kicked out at 1.
Yep.
That'd be huge.
That'd be bigger than Moxley arriving.
Yeah, it'd be massive. And the others, obviously, this could happen because there's obviously a tie-in. Andrade.
Yes.
That'd be
nice.
That is
the other one that's running through my mind. But the issue is, he'd probably have to win.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind seeing him win.
Yeah. But I think there's a clear winner in this, and so do you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
It's Christian Cage.
Yeah, obviously.
He's touched the title. He's had an interaction with the champion. He has to win this.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, it has to be whoever the mystery is because there's no one else.
Yeah, it's literally one of those two. But for me, it's Christian.
Either that or Max Caster.
Yes. But
I really, really like Max Caster, by the way.
Oh, same. Absolutely. I would say I like everyone in this match so far that's announced.
So, run through the names again.
Oh, no.
I can't remember.
I'm not running through all those names again.
Okay, so I've got the Wikipedia up. I'm going to run through the names again.
Why? Just pick one that you don't like.
I like Matt Sydal.
Yep.
I like Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yep.
I love Pentagon.
Yep.
I like Jungle Boy.
Realistically, you like all of them up until potentially maybe Preston Vance, Griff Garrison.
I like Preston Vance.
Griff Garrison.
Griff Garrison's all right.
He's fine.
Anthony Bowens is okay.
He's not seen Max Caster's friend.
Yeah, so that drags him up to an okay. I've not seen much of Nick Comoroto, to be honest.
Oh, you're missing out.
Is he good?
Dustin hit him over the head with a wooden chair, and it just exploded, and he just stood there and no sold it. It was great.
Lovely.
It was amazing.
I haven't
He's
seen
part of the factory.
I haven't seen much of Lee Johnson either, and he's part of the factory as well, isn't he?
No,
Is he part of Dustin's little friends?
he's the Nightmare family,
Ew. Um,
which is now the
yeah.
Dream Factory, probably.
Oh, no. No, 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 no.
Do you not like that?
No.
Why not?
Because Cody Rhodes isn't the American dream.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh. Oh.
But yes, I like everyone in this match.
Oh.
Leave your
Oh.
disgust at the door.
That was horrible. Yeah, to be fair, everyone's okay.
I can say, and it's never like when I watch a WWE pay per view either. Like if they run a battle royal, the chances are I
Oh,
wouldn't dislike anyone in that either.
well, Damien Priest.
Let's not. Let's not get into that. We don't need to not enjoy him here.
Okay, I'd love it, by the way, if Pentagon won. I know he won't because he's a heel, but I'd love it.
I mean, the match would be quality. But that being said, imagine just advertising a TV match. It's Christian versus Kenny Omega for the world title.
Oh, it'd be huge.
Yeah.
It'd be huge. That'd be enough to drag him back over a mill.
Hopefully. Not this week though, with them competing with SmackDown.
No.
We'll wash your mouth out of that one with Hangman Adam Page versus Brian Cage.
Yes. Now,
Battle of the Ages.
this this is, in my mind, for the right to use age in their names.
Yes.
So the loser will either become Hangman Adam P or Brian C.
I think Brian C rolls off the tongue better.
It's almost Brian O,
Mm,
which is a deep cut. But
it is.
I'm excited for this.
Watch the content.
This could be very, very good.
Yeah. Obviously, Brian Cage beats Hangman 2 weeks ago, I want to say.
Yeah.
In a shock defeat, which set up 3 weeks ago, which set up the main event or the world title match anyway.
Yeah.
Hangman fell down the rankings because of it. Does he get his redemption here?
He absolutely does, in my mind. Just because the way it works, the way the rankings and the way that wins and losses work, because they need to get Hangman back up to the top, because they need to get Hangman feuding with Kenny. And the best way to do that is to give him a win. So I think that's the logical thing to do for me.
Yeah, and of course it's the debut of, or not debut, but it's pay-per-view Hook.
Yes. Although we had Hook in the street fight.
We did.
At Revolution. That was pay-per-view Hook.
More pay-per-view Hook. More pay-per-view Hook.
Hopefully this is person Hook, not video Hook.
This will be person Hook. But yeah, I expect a lot of involvement from Team Taz. I expect some involvement from the Dark Order.
Yeah.
How I see this going is Brian Cage loses to refusing help from Team Taz in some heelish shenanigans, and he turns face.
Okay, yeah, I can see that working.
They've been teasing him turning face.
Yeah, they've been teasing a little bit of dissension in the ranks, at least with Cage, which could be good because then that gives Ricky Starks the chance to be the big boy in Team Taz.
Shame he's injured.
I know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, he looked so good though last week with he came out in a suit.
So Brian Cage at the minute is the face of Team Taz, would you say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the FTW title.
Yeah, but if Cage turns face and ditches them, that gives you Ricky Starks to push as the face of Team Taz.
And potentially a FTW title match, Cage and Starks.
That'd be great.
That would be great.
I'd be all for that.
Cage versus Hook.
I'd be even more for that.
And there we are.
As long as Hook goes over.
That goes without saying.
Obviously.
And obviously Powerhouse Hobbs in the mix as well.
Oh yeah, he's there.
He's fantastic. I think he's been great since he turned heel.
He's really good, but...
Because the name originally was jarring, but I've gotten over it.
You didn't like Will Hobbs?
No, Powerhouse Hobbs.
Oh, I thought you meant his initial, like his.
No, no,
First...
no, no, no.
Okay. Yeah, Powerhouse Hobbs is a strange name. I
It
prefer
is,
Will
but he's
Hobbs.
done well. He's done well though. I think
I do just prefer Will Hobbs. Just have him as a human.
Will Hobbs is a face name though.
Yeah, his face name
You know
will
what I
be
mean?
Powerhouse Will Hobbs. Like
Yeah,
Powerhouse will be his nickname.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I expect Hangman to pick up the win here, but I don't think it'd be the worst thing in the world if he got another loss and he went on a soul search on the way to All Out, potentially run a tournament for a number one contender after Kenny dispatches of Christian. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be good and have him build his way up.
Yeah, but obviously
Redemption story.
I expect Paige in the title match at the next pay per view. So
What is the next one?
All Out,
Oh, is it?
yes,
Okay, yeah, then that's always
where
yeah.
Paige lost against Jericho to become the first champion, where
Yeah.
Paige lost the tag team titles to FTR.
Yeah.
It's it has to be. It has to be his moment.
It's a bogey.
It's his moment.
It is. This is my moment.
But next up, we're on to the big guns now.
Pew pew.
It's Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo.
Yes.
We'll start with the positives. What have
Anthony
you thought of
Ogogo.
Anthony Ogogo in AEW?
I don't know whether it's because I'm British or English or whatever. I love him.
Yep.
I love the whole governor, tough guy,
He
wears the
gets it.
suit, has the
He
flag.
really gets it.
I love the body punches.
Yep.
I just really like it, and I'm really scared.
Yeah. He really gets the business though, which is always the worry when an outsider comes in that they're just like,
Yeah.
well, I'm a hard man, so it's whatever.
And you don't really see many boxers. Like you see a lot of MMA guys and amateur wrestlers transition,
Yeah.
but you don't really see many boxers.
No, it's rare.
He seems to have done it really, really well. So
Yeah. I mean, he's obviously got big shoes to fill. There's Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson.
yes, Tyson Fury.
Yeah, and he's definitely on their level. So
Well, yeah. Obviously, in boxing ability and professional wrestling ability.
he's certainly in one of them. But yeah, no, I've really enjoyed the gimmick. I'm not a patriotic person by any
No,
stretch
God
of the
no.
imagination, and yet
God
I look at
no.
Anthony Ogogo with the British flag, and I just want to belt out "God Save the Queen."
The only time I ever become patriotic is during a World Cup.
Well, we're on the brink of the Euros, and Anthony Ogogo's on the loose, so it's perfect timing.
Anthony Ogogo's on the loose.
I don't know what to say.
It
Now,
worked.
now we'll talk about his opponent.
Corey.
Cody Rhodes cut a impassioned promo recently about how he loves being an American, how Ogogo came here to live the American dream, and in 2021, that's a heel promo.
Did you see how what he's come out and said on his press conference today, where he said that it was workshopped and all this stuff?
Yeah, it was bad, is what it
If
was, Cody.
if that was workshop, you don't use that workshop again.
Yeah. I mean, look, so there's been tensions allegedly between the elites and Cody, like IRL.
Yeah, yeah.
And like
Now,
apparently there was an email sent that was unsavory. If it was about this, then I'm on the elite side because that promo was awful. And this idea is awful.
so Cody actually also said today that he talks to the Young Bucks every day and to Kenny most days.
Prove it. I need to see it. Otherwise,
That's
it didn't
true.
happen.
But whether the whole beef thing is real or not,
The thing is, there was a thing coming out saying some people were like scared about signing with those tensions kicking off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so maybe he's just trying to fan the flames. He's trying to calm that down.
Not Brian.
Well, I think it was potentially Andrade. I don't know.
It could be. Who knows?
Um,
I think they're all right. They'll be okay.
I think even if they don't get along, I think they're all professional enough to just go.
Oh yeah, they're not exactly going to make.
Aside.
They're not exactly going to implode the company, are they? Like,
yeah,
yeah, hope not.
Well, you wouldn't imagine so. This isn't WCW.
Tony Khan's running it well, I think.
He is. That being said, I felt almost so confident. I felt so confident that Ogogo was going to win. He was Cody's pet project when AEW started. It was his idea to bring him in, and I was like, yeah, you know what? He's going to put him over. And then he announced that he's going to be wrestling as the American Dream.
Yeah, that scares me a lot because
Surely he can't lose.
Ogogo really should win.
Ogogo needs the win.
He really should win, but
Yeah. But how many times have we been here and said, person facing Cody Rhodes should win?
Well, they should.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he absolutely should. I trust Cody because he's, again, like I say, Ogogo was his project. He's going to put him over in some way, I think.
The only thing I can see happening is Cody loses and maybe starts to feel like he can't live up to being the American Dream and starts to go a little bit twisted. Perhaps.
So I'd love a heel run from Cody.
Yeah, I feel like that's what he needs now.
Give me Bullet Club Cody again.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Like,
Stick him in the Super Elite.
To me, he's kind of gone a little off the boil.
Yeah,
He
I
has
think
done for a while. I mean, we've had discussions before about Cody and how I find him a little bit unsavoury to watch. I just find him a little bit irritating, a little bit smarmy.
I get it. Like he takes these shots at Triple H, but he's also kind of very Triple H.
Yeah.
But I will say, maybe controversial, I enjoy watching Cody's matches more.
What, more than Triple H's?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I completely agree.
Like, I think his match with Darby was fantastic. Obviously, the matches with Brody Lee were amazing.
The match with Dustin, yeah.
He's had some of the best matches in AEW, so...
I like him as a wrestler.
Yeah.
I just think his character needs a bit of a kick up the backside.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? Maybe this is the start of that. Maybe we're judging too soon. If he puts him over, what a way to put him over by going, no, I'm the American Dream, I'm wrestling for all of America, and then he loses.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Like, that's putting him over huge.
That'd push Ogogo so fast.
That being said, I'm really worried that Cody's going to win.
Yeah, if I had to make an official prediction, it'd be that Cody wins, just because of the name thing.
Yeah, if I was a betting man, my money would be on Cody, but...
Hopefully...
God, I want Ogogo to win.
Touch wood, Ogogo wins. But who knows?
Oh, we'll all be touching wood if Ogogo wins.
Had to drag it down.
I did. Next up, Sting and his son, Darby Allin, take on Scorpio Sky and his son, Ethan Page.
Oh, if you weren't going to say it, I was.
You knew I was going to
say it, I was going to say it.
Yeah, obviously this feud has stemmed from Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page attacking Darby Allin over and over. That horrific bump down the stairs.
That was terrible.
In the best way possible.
Oh yeah, it was terrible, but also really cool.
Yeah.
But please, can someone tell Darby to look after himself?
Darby, you don't have to do this. You're over, alright?
Look, you don't need to get more over, son.
Like, the thing is, obviously Darby's lost the TNT title. That reign wasn't starting to feel stale.
No.
Like, don't get me wrong, it felt like Mero had earned his time, but it didn't feel like that title needed to change.
Well, that's exactly what it was, wasn't it? It was more that somebody earned the title more than Darby needed it taken off him.
Yeah, I think it was good for everyone. Just good booking, I guess. Weird.
It's strange, isn't it? You know, it's really weird watching wrestling that's done well.
Yeah, it's really hard, like, just enjoying yourself. It's like, what?
Yeah. It's like, hold on a minute. What is
this hobby of mine? It's good.
What is this feeling I'm feeling? It feels like enjoyment.
It's like when your football team starts winning after years of disappointment. It's just like, oh.
Well, literally. So when we had Lampard at the start of the season, it was watching it and thinking, oh, this isn't great. And then Tuchel came and we were like, hold on a minute. What is this defending thing?
Yeah. How do I?
How do we do this more often?
But I listened today at work to the podcast, the AEW Unrestricted podcast. They had Tony Khan on previewing the card. And he said that this is going to be Sting's first proper in-ring match.
Oh, so it's not
It's not
a
cinematic.
excellent, good.
Excellent
Because
indeed.
if they kept doing cinematic matches, people would have got bored of it,
Yeah, they would.
and people would have been like, "I'll say, okay, so they're protecting him because he can't wrestle anymore."
Yeah.
I did see Cody said on this press conference that Sting's been working really hard,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I don't disbelieve it at all. I think that definitely it would be.
Yeah, Tony said like he could do a whole podcast on how much positive influence Sting's been on the locker room and how hard he's
Oh,
working. So
well, that's good to hear.
yeah, but this match is a tricky one for me
Hmm.
because Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page, they're
Yeah.
kind of stuck in the mud at the minute.
Oh, they're knee deep.
Yeah, they need a win right now.
They need to not be a tag team.
Well,
It's such
yeah,
a strange tag team.
it is.
Why
It is.
sign? Why sign Ethan Page and not have anything to do with for him?
It really feels like they didn't have a plan for him.
They were just like, okay, so we need somebody to get in this ladder match. Who can we have that'll be a surprise? Oh, Ethan Page is available. Oh, let's
Well,
sign him.
I think they were signing Ethan Page anyway, and they just decided that's a good way to debut him. But yeah, the plans just don't feel there.
They've not had anything for him.
And Page is such a creative guy. Like, obviously, I don't know if you saw all the Karate Man stuff in
Yeah,
Impact.
yeah, and his vlogs are all class.
Yeah, so I have no doubt he's pitching ideas.
Yeah, he might
I
have
don't
pitched
know.
to work to tag team with Scorpio, but
I mean, at the end of the day, right? We're saying this. They're in a tag team. They're in a match on pay-per-view with Sting.
with Sting, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I know, but do you know what I mean? They just feel like singles guys.
they do.
And
It feels it.
I know Scorpio was in SCU, but
Yeah, no, he doesn't feel like a singles guy. It's more that you in AEW, it's so rare that a tag team are just thrown together, but these feel like the most thrown together tag team you've ever seen.
yeah,
Like every other tag team makes sense, but this one kind of just doesn't.
they just don't seem to fit.
No, they're just
But
kind of disgruntled heels who we don't know what to do with.
I really like both of them though.
Oh yeah, that's why we're annoyed about it because we
Yeah,
want better for them, but
yeah,
it's hard.
yeah.
Um,
A good match though.
yeah, obviously they need the win, but at the same time, Sting's not losing his first in-ring match.
Oh no, oh no, oh Sting and Darby are winning this.
Yeah, the only thing I can see.
Simply for the fact that they don't have anything for Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky.
Yeah, I presume. I think the feud will continue from here. Like Darby having singles matches against them. Maybe we see a breakup of Sky and Paige, and they go into a feud. That'd be nice.
Yeah, give him something to do.
That'll keep Dark Elevation busy.
And turn Scorpio Sky face.
He's already turned heel once. Like, will he be the
Yeah,
first guy to turn twice?
probably.
Yeah, that's the
It'll
issue
either
with
be,
guys that you don't know what to do with, isn't it?
it'll either be that or Paul White in the Battle Royal.
He'll turn 3 times in the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
But are you excited to see Sting's match?
Uh,
He's obviously going to be the hot tag.
oh yeah. He'll come in, throw a few punches, sting a
Come in,
splash.
punch, 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 splash, deathlock.
Yeah.
Maybe get a
Broken up submission. Match
yeah,
breaks down.
maybe get a coffin drop in there into the deathlock.
Yeah.
We've booked it.
I wouldn't say I'm excited. I'd say I'm more intrigued.
Yes.
Just to see what he'd be like, really.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked quite good in the street fight, but that was cinematic, so who knows how edited that was.
Apparently, it was all Derby as well.
Yeah, that was his A-level media project.
Well, you know what? He gets a distinction from me.
In A-levels,
Yes.
he gets a A.
It was so good. It was better than an A. It was a distinction.
Okay, that's fine. A star.
Yes.
But yeah, who knows? He could be really good. He could be slow, and the match relies on Darby. Either way, there's 3 very talented people.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look. At the end of the day, the majority of the match is going to be Darby Allin getting beaten down, I think.
Which is what Darby does really well.
Yeah, he does. He's going to get this match over. I think all 4 guys are obviously very talented. I think three of them could absolutely carry a match with a pensioner in. So, I think it'll be a good match, but this is very much a test for Sting to see where we can go with him.
Yeah, and they probably trust Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page to work well with him.
Yeah.
I think.
And if we're going by our booking of Cody going a bit mad and maybe we get an all-out Sting versus Cody.
Yeah, maybe Cody jumps him or does something, I don't know.
Well, because that's Cody's dream match.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I'd be cool with that.
I would be very cool with that. Like, as much as, don't get me wrong, I'm like a bit apprehensive seeing Sting in the ring. I want to see him wrestle Cody.
I mean, nobody wants ring Sting.
Exactly. I'll let you sit in that one. You have to deal with that.
I will sit with ring Sting, don't worry.
Next up is the TNT title match. The new TNT champion, Miro.
Oh, I thought
Dante Martin, if he's won the belt, by the time this is released, you'll know that Miro won.
Now, do you know, I really thought you were going to make a really bold prediction there and go, the new TNT champion, Dante Martin versus...
Yes. Versus the Murder Hawk monster, Lance Archer.
Yes.
Now, look. We know that Miro's winning. Let's not joke around.
Yeah.
Miro versus Lance Archer. Wow.
Big old men.
Big beefy boys bumping meat.
Slapping all kinds of meat.
Exactly. I'm really looking forward to this. It's something so different on an AEW card because obviously people think of AEW and they'll think of like old Ring of Honor spot fests. No, this is big boys doing big boy things.
We have a Hoss match, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm really looking forward to it.
It's like, in New Japan where they just stick together two thick boys.
Send out Ishii and Jeff Cobb.
Oh, yes. I love it.
And Jeff Cobb.
Big men hitting. Just bash.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we're no fools. Miro's winning this match.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a shame for Lance Archer because he's another one who's kind of just spinning the wheels in AEW.
Yeah, he's kind of just a little bit just treading water, isn't he? He's not really going anywhere. He's just staying still.
It's a shame because everyone knows he's world title potential, but the story isn't ready for him.
Yeah, it's like he's getting on a bit as well.
He is. They had big plans for him in New Japan as well.
He's 44. No.
He's 44?
He's 44.
Jeez.
Yeah. So how much longer does he have?
He's collecting welfare with Sting.
They get the bus there together. They got their passes.
Him, Jake, and Sting are on the bus pass together.
Yeah. So Lance Archer and Jake Roberts grew up together.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize he was that old.
Yeah. So he's 44, and Miro is.
I'm gonna say 37.
36.
Oh.
From Plovdiv.
Yes.
So I think Archer's probably not going to get a world title in AEW.
No. But I think at the same time, he knew his position. He knows what the deal is. Like, at the end of the day, it's probably the best payday of his career.
Oh, by far, probably. He probably got paid a lot more in AEW than he did when he was in WWE or Impact or New Japan even.
Yeah. It's a fun time to be in a company. He's helping build the future. So if that's something he cares about, that's good.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you can just switch him on a dime to be in face or heel, which they have. And also, like, you can put him in a world title picture at any moment.
And you know what?
It's believable.
From all accounts, he seems like a really nice guy.
It's good to hear.
I've seen a few interviews with him, and he just seems like a great guy.
From what I've heard, he loves Dallas.
That's probably really... Stop it. That's probably really important to having a locker room that are together, having a guy like him, an older guy that's been around the business for a while. So that's probably his role.
Yeah.
And he can have really good matches.
Yeah, that's it. I think the standout for me, and it's weird to say this, but the standout for me in the Brody Lee tribute match when he came out dressed as Luke Harper, in that match
Oh,
he was incredible.
that was so good.
He
That
did
was
an old school into a moonsault off the ropes. It
such a
was
good moment.
yeah. No, when I saw that gear, it was I might have had to. I think someone was chopping onions.
Someone was chopping onions that whole show, mate.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was a rough one to watch. Like, not rough. It was a good show, but God,
Oh, it was a hard watch. I'll never watch it
yeah.
again.
Oh, I couldn't watch it again, but
No.
I'm glad I watched it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm glad it happened.
Yeah.
But we'll move on. The AEW Women's World Title match. It's Hikaru Shida versus Dr. Britt Baker. It's time to crown
And
the Doctor with
no,
Ravel.
thank you.
It's time to crown the Doctor.
The Doctor is in.
Yeah,
Let's pull the trigger.
yeah. AEW have done well to hold off. I think it's not been a bad thing holding off. Obviously, we're recording this before Dynamite. On Dynamite, they're holding a celebration for Shida because it's been a year since she won the belt.
Well, she will hold it for 326 days.
326.
I can't.
How many days do you think are in a year?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
Oh
dear!
no, that was horrendous.
Look, I've
That
been
might
at
have been the
work.
worst thing I've ever heard.
I've been at work all day.
I don't care.
366.
7.
6.
It's on a Sunday.
Oh no!
You're having a really bad time, aren't you?
I've had a breakdown.
Yeah. I think
367.
I'm not editing that for you.
No, please don't.
Good. Shida's been fantastic with the belt. And at the end of the day, the women's division has come together around her. Like, it was
Yeah.
criticized before she held the belt, and when she's passing the belt on, it's in a better position. And you've got to look to the top for that. Obviously, additions and time and everything, that's what's helped it. But Shida has been the leader of that. So, yeah, what a reign.
Well,
But I think Britt Baker will be the face of the women's division for years to come, probably.
well, like you said, the division when she got the belt was in a bit of turmoil.
Yes.
And the thing that they needed for that division was somebody that could bring a bit of stability and
Yeah.
have long-term good matches and
Mm.
be the champion of a division and set the standard for the division, and she's done that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
So,
seen all challenges off.
yeah,
She's done many deals.
she's done so many deals.
Yeah. I love that she
So,
uses the Falcon Arrow. Do you think she actually knows that Excalibur says that
oh
and
no,
what it's all about?
no, I think the only person that does know is Chuck Taylor.
Yeah. If that's not in the video game, every time you hit a Falcon Arrow, Excalibur
Oh,
screaming, "They've done the deal."
it has to be. And you
Yeah.
know what? Because they're little marks,
Mm.
they will do it.
Yeah. I heard a thing. This is so unbelievably off topic.
That's fine.
Uh, Mikey Ruckus, who does the music for AEW,
Right.
he's said that every single theme that he's made that has been like not used is
Hmm.
being put in the video game for like creator wrestlers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which will be a nice Easter egg. It's like, who's that
Oh.
for then?
Yeah, there'll be one that's like Bulgarian.
Yeah, it's just like Miro, and it's like, I wonder who that was for.
Or there's one which just goes, well.
Oh,
I hope that game will be good.
I really hope so. We deserve it as fans.
Yes, we do. We've
It's coming
worked
out.
really hard.
No, we've put up with some
Yeah.
poor games for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it comes out at a similar time to 2K22, so
Okay.
I
Interesting to see the buy rates.
I mean AEW will get stomped, but
Yeah, but still.
which one's better? That's what matters.
I know which one I'll buy.
I'll probably buy both. I'm not gonna lie.
I probably won't buy the 2K.
Fair enough. Britt Baker.
Yes, Brit
Obviously,
baby.
you're a huge fan.
Massive
Um,
fan. Massive.
I think we're going to see some blood here as well, which is always fun.
As long as they don't make that her thing.
I don't know. I kind of like
Don't
it.
make her Ric Flair where she has to blade every match.
To be fair, she's only done it twice.
Yeah, but don't make it every match that she's in.
To be
Every
fair, that
major
is
match.
stealing Cody's gimmick.
It is. But do you know what I mean? Like
Cody doesn't
she
do it for every major match. He does it for every match.
You know what I mean though.
Cody's going to look at a go-go and he's going to bust a blood vessel.
A go-go will punch him in the gut and Cody will blade his
Oh
forehead.
my god, he's going to spit up blood. I'm calling it now. He's going to spit up
Oh
blood.
yeah. And you know what, he won't lose via pinfall. It'll be like doctor stoppage.
That's even better. What,
Yeah.
Brit?
No, Anthony Hikoko and
Brit's going to run
Cody.
in and stop it.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Stop. Look, I'm all over the place.
You're absolutely rattled.
Oh, I don't
We'll
know what's
move
going
on,
on.
but we're both saying, Britt Baker, take
Britt
your
Baker.
moment.
Yes.
Hope this match delivers because she deserves it.
The doctor is in.
Exactly.
The doctor will see the title now.
So I'm doing this in order of how I think that basically I'm dancing around the main event until we get to it. I'm going to do this in the order of how I think the matches will go.
Okay.
Next up, the Young Bucks
Oofed.
versus John Moxley and Eddie Kingston.
Oofed.
Talk about a potential show stealer.
Talk about new tag team champions as well.
Well, I really hope so because they deserve it.
They really do. They've done so well.
Yeah, that being said, John Moxley's wife could be giving birth at any moment. So,
Yeah, but I'm
he is
sure.
not shown any sign of stopping. Like I've been speculating for like
Yeah,
about 4 months that John
yeah,
was going to
because
slow down.
you don't know how pregnancies work.
I do know how pregnancy works.
You said
I
she's been
thought
you said she's been due for about 6 months.
I didn't say she was due. I thought John would be. He is afforded the time to go away and look after them, but he just doesn't want to.
No, to be fair,
He just bloody loves wrestling.
paternity leave's only like 2 weeks.
Not if you're a millionaire.
He's not a millionaire.
He's absolutely a millionaire.
He spent it on Jack Daniels.
I'm sure Renee is more responsible with the money.
She budgets. He doesn't.
Also, he's got a book coming out.
He does. Will you be purchasing?
Probably. I'll probably get the audiobook version because I can't read.
Me neither.
Our friendship
How-
grows.
So we're just guessing the matches, aren't we?
Yes. But John Moxley and Eddie Kingston.
What are these strange squiggles on my screen?
John Moxley and Eddie Kingston, though, they've been fantastic together ever since they came together after the barbed wire death match.
Yeah, they're really good.
They're so good. They're the most charismatic. They're exactly what a face should be in 2021.
Yeah, cool. They actually are cool.
They're incredibly cool. They're not just like, I stand up for the people. I'm a real life superhero.
I love America.
They're not a nerd.
No.
You want to be friends with them. You want to be them. That's the point.
You want them to think that you're cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think AEW strike a good balance with their faces with that.
Yeah.
Like, they have very few nerds on their roster.
Oh, they have a few.
Oh, yeah.
MJF's a big old nerd.
Yeah, but I love him. But what I mean is, these two, oh my god. They're terrifying, but they're cool, they're badass. Oh.
They're just everything you want from a face team to beat the Young Bucks.
Yeah. And what's best about them is, they've got so much chemistry.
Well, yeah, they're best friends.
Yeah. And they are incredible wrestlers.
Oh, very, very good. Very underrated, I think, Eddie Kingston, at least.
Yeah. And I think John Moxley is underrated in his tag team wrestling. Obviously, years in the Shield.
Yeah. Many tag championships.
Yep. And probably, I said this to you the other week, the best hot tag in wrestling today.
Yeah. He does the whole, like, House of Fire.
Oh, better than anyone.
Yeah, he's really, like, he does. I know it was his WWE gimmick, but he does the whole psycho deranged, I'm gonna murder you.
But he doesn't do the wacky line, so that's all
No,
right.
but it's really cool.
Also, his finish is better now.
The paradigm shift.
Yes, the Death Rider.
Yeah, Death Rider.
Um, Talk to me about the Young Bucks. Obviously, they are masters of the AEW pay per view. They deliver every single time, I would say.
They are masters of new bios as well.
Well, that's true. Well, they better get ready to write former tag team champions
Former
in their
tag
bio.
champs. Yeah. Have you seen their banner picture?
No, I'm literally
It's
searching it. Do they have a joint
it's
Twitter?
um I don't.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, it's a picture of Eddie
It's a picture.
Kingston.
Well, now it's a picture of Moxley.
Oh, is it? It used to be an old picture of Eddie Kingston when he was a little bit chunkier.
Their bio currently says, "Look at these idiots. Lol. Can't believe there are living human beings who think they're the next tag team champs. LMAO. WTF is wrong with Eddie here. Lol. Come on."
They're just
Um,
great, aren't they? They're just really good.
I really like what they've done since they turned heel because obviously we were talking about them being faces, and it's like we love their matches, but
Mm.
turn heel
Yeah, they
because
don't
your
need to be
character's
faces.
better heel.
They
No,
they don't work as faces.
I don't think I didn't have as much of a problem with it as most people, but
I just think that they're so much better as heels that it's hard to take them seriously as faces.
yeah, it is. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel earnest.
No, they're so good.
Yeah.
It's it's so amazing to me that some people don't like them.
Yeah. But we have another potential match of the night, another banger on our hands here.
Oh my word, yeah.
Like, who'd have thought these four would have ever interacted in a ring? Well, post obviously Moxley's indie career. This is the joys of AEW,
I
bringing people
never
like this together.
I never thought that Moxley in AEW would ever be a tag guy.
Mm. Yeah, no, would I?
But they've struck gold
Oh yeah, he was
with
saying
him
in
and
an
Kingston.
interview, he wanted to be in a tag team, uh, and he wanted to be with Brody Lee when he found out he was coming to the company.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And obviously, character-wise, I don't think that would have worked, and obviously,
No,
circumstances
no.
have suggested obviously that won't happen. But um, I mean, what a partnership here! Like, I can't wait for their tag reign. I don't think it'll be the longest reign,
No. No, and
because
it doesn't
Moxley
need
has
to
to go
be.
home at some point,
It doesn't need
right?
to be either.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because at the end of the day, these two don't need establishing. They're very well established.
And they have so with teams where they put together two singles guys,
Hmm.
usually it's hard to have somebody to take the pin
Yeah.
to lose, but Eddie Kingston would be able to take a pin and lose.
One of these men. Well, that's it. Every time Kingston's taken a pin, he's come away stronger.
Exactly,
And that's
exactly,
not
yeah.
just because of the booking, it's also because he digs himself out of the hole with his words so well.
So they have somebody that would easily be able to take a pin from like FTR.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that's where we go, because that is so 80s WWE tag team wrestling.
Yeah,
FTR and Kingston and Mox. Beautiful.
exactly, yeah. And
Tear to
it
my
was,
eye. Cornette would lose his mind at that one.
oh, I don't care what that piece of shit thinks.
I thought you were going to tame yourself when you paused, but it was like, nope, I'm going for it.
Gotta
But
give you
yeah,
something to edit.
well, I'm not going to.
No, to be honest, I don't think we should anymore.
No, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And then
Yeah.
going from there, I know obviously I'm looking too far ahead, but that's what I do with title reigns.
Well, that's how wrestling
FTR,
works, isn't it? Everyone long
yeah,
term books in their heads.
FTR and Santana and Ortiz is where I want to go with that, because
Oh, yes, please.
match quality.
Yes, please.
And a match that we haven't seen. Like, we've seen obviously them interact, but we've never seen a straight up tag match between them.
No, no, I'd love to see it.
Yeah, yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
But next up, we'll discuss the three-way AEW World Championship match.
Okay. Oh.
I don't think it's main eventing,
Oh.
and I'll discuss why later.
Okay.
It's Kenny Omega, the champion, versus Orange Cassidy and Pac, who has Ray Phoenix at ringside, apparently.
Yeah, strange that he's in a triangle and only two of them show up.
Well, on the most recent house show, I found this
Oh
out
yeah, they're
today.
doing house shows again, aren't they?
They did. It's called The House Always Wins, which is
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, that's cool.
The Death Triangle beat Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks.
Oh, that's sad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Imagine. Dom, imagine.
I'm imagining. I'm thinking.
Oh, you go to a house show not knowing what the matches are going to be,
Kenny Omega's
and then
wearing a
it's
shirt.
Omega was wearing a shirt.
That's what Omega does in house shows. He wears a shirt.
Does he?
Do you not know this?
No.
Yeah, there's a thing where it's like, oh, house show Omega, where he wears a shirt. So then if he really wants to disrespect someone, he wears a shirt while he wrestles. So he did it when he wrestled Marco Stunt. He wore a shirt.
Oh, that's class.
Yeah.
But imagine going to a house show and it's like they announced that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can't wait for them to come over here.
Oh, we are so going.
Oh yeah, if we can get tickets.
We'll get tickets, don't you worry.
I am worried.
You'll
But yeah,
sort
this
it, and
is
you can sort it, and I'll transfer you the money.
yes. I believe this is the second ever three-way match in AEW's history.
Oh, what all
Can you
together?
name the other one? Yeah,
Oh,
you can't.
absolutely not.
It was. Let me get this right.
Right, so say one name, and then I'll try and guess the others.
Darby Allin,
Nope. Carry on.
Joey Janela,
Nope.
and
Oh,
Jimmy
was it
Havoc.
Jimmy Havoc? Yes.
Yeah, in a dream death match
Yeah.
in the
No.
Cracker Barrel match.
Was it that Cracker Barrel
It was
thing
the Cracker Barrel match.
when Darby killed himself?
Yeah. You're going to need to narrow it down. When Darby killed himself
Well, Darby did the coffin drop from to the
onto the barrel.
outside onto the steps onto the barrel.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wince about it.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, it was bad, but yeah, that was the first. This is the second.
I mean, it's got a lot to live up to.
They don't dip into the well often, but this will be fun. I think this will be a lot of fun.
This will be really good.
Yeah. Obviously, you've got three very different dynamics here. You've got Kenny with his heel shtick, with his just being excellent.
Yeah.
Just tapping into what he thinks a champion should be. You've got Pac, just all out wrestling ability. They keep continually put over how he's probably the best wrestler in AEW.
Oh, yeah, almost definitely. Well, him and Kenny.
Yeah, and you've got Orange Cassidy, who is probably the most over guy in AEW.
One of the best characters.
Absolutely, and just brings a life into a match that
he's
so much fun.
He changes it's so hard to change the dynamic of a wrestling match.
Yeah.
But he does it.
Yeah.
Every single time with his whole nonchalant, I don't care kind of. Oh, I'm really looking forward to this, and I can see why you say it won't main event.
Yeah.
Because it's, to me at least, it's pretty clear who's winning.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly go for this match. So Orange Cassidy and Pac at Revolution over a year ago now. One of my favorite matches in AEW history.
Was that the one where he was doing the kicks and
kicks? He brought out the ring, and then he tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when Orange Cassidy first tried. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I love that match so much because you could see Pac getting annoyed. Yeah. Pac eventually wins, which is the right decision, but Orange Cassidy looks all the better for it. He gets even more over because of it. Oh, so good. And then you add Kenny Omega to the mix, your chances of fun drastic go up.
The fun differential enters the equation.
It does. Yeah, Kenny Omega is one of the greatest comedy wrestlers of all time, which will be forgotten because of everything he's done since. I cannot wait to see his interactions with Orange Cassidy.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Them two together will be gold.
And they'll do something mad with Phoenix. And They'll do something mad with the best friends and Chris Statlander, and
Oh God, I didn't even think about them. Yeah,
yeah, they'll be at ringside. I'm
and
almost
Rocky
certain.
Romero.
Don Callis will be there.
Oh,
The
it's going to
Young
be busy
Bucks
at
might
ringside, isn't
pop.
it?
Yeah, it will be, but it's gonna be it's gonna be real fun. It's just gonna be
Oh,
real fun.
I can't wait. This match might not get the stars, but this match will be so
Oh,
much fun.
it won't get the stars from Big Daddy Dave, but it'll be entertaining.
Yeah, and that's what it's about.
Oh yeah, I mean, you don't. As much as it's all about having the best match of the night and stealing the show and everything, you need something just to be fun, don't you?
Yeah,
What's the
don't get me.
point in just trying too hard? Just be entertaining
NXT.
and.
That's what NXT is.
Well, yeah, but
Um, yeah, I think Kenny Omega, obviously, he was the best bout machine for a long time. I still think he's got that in him. I still think he delivers the best bouts every so often.
yeah,
But he's added so much variety to his game. He's a champion of every section. He can do anything. But some people will try and convince you that he's not a draw, even though he's delivered the second best buy rate in Impact's history.
this might be the best Kenny Omega we've seen ever, perhaps.
Oh,
In terms of overall.
maybe, but you can't take Omega Okada away from me.
No, no, not just the matches. I mean,
I
in
know.
terms of all the work with Callis and being the belt collector and doing to Impact and doing all that, and
One thing I will say, Callis has been fantastic.
Callis has been so good. Like
He's brilliant.
he's been everything you want from a heel manager.
Yeah, yeah. But obviously, the consensus is obviously Kenny Omega's retaining here,
Yeah,
and we are hopefully getting what may bring tears to my eyes at All Out. Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page.
it's perfect. It's set up.
Oh, I
It's
can't wait. I'm
I know it
legitimately
sounds
so excited.
I know it sounds like a bit of an over exaggeration, but it's not very often in wrestling that you get something that's been built up for this long and has been done this well. And it feels, and I know this is going to sound quite dramatic, it feels like a Rock Austin.
Yeah, no, it does. The thing is, right, people accuse AEW fans of being somewhat pretentious because
Right.
we talk about wrestling in this way where it's like it's this long term booking and you talk about it like this sort of booking and he's done this.
Yeah.
No, we're not pretentious. We're finally getting a taste of that good life and we're
Yeah.
enjoying ourselves.
Yeah, it's
It's not
wrestling done
pretentious if you're
right.
right.
It's
Exactly.
wrestling done right.
It is. Because this feud has been roadmap from day one.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but let me just have a minute here.
Go for it.
What do people want us what do people want AEW fans to be like? Do they want us to
Quiet.
sit here and be like, "Oh, I wish that Kenny Omega and Pac teamed together on Dynamite this week just to see if they could
Oh
coexist"?
my god. Oh god.
Is that what they want? Why?
Oh no.
Do you know what I mean? Like, do people want us to, when something's been done, do they want us to be like, "Oh, that was really good," and that's it, or do they want us to actually elaborate on
Yeah.
why it's good and why this is how wrestling should be?
Scott, you're only allowed to enjoy one thing, and if you dare enjoy one of the things, that means you've said the other thing is bad.
Oh God,
But
it's
also, the
just
other thing is bad currently.
at the minute, yeah, it's shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Like, obviously, as you say, like, I genuinely just felt sick at the thought of Kenny Omega trying to coexist with Orange Cassidy. Oh, no.
Oh,
He almost signed. He
who did
almost signed. Kenny.
to the dub?
So when they made AEW, there was a choice. Do they go and try and make this new promotion with this Tony Khan guy, or do they sign for the Fed?
Oh, oh, okay, yeah, I did know that actually.
Kenny and the
I
Bucks were going to
thought
go to the main roster, and Hangman was going to go to NXT.
Hangman was good. Okay, Hangman in NXT would be class, to be fair, but
No, he's in
Kenny in
his
the book,
place. He's where he belongs.
Kenny in the books on main roster. No, thank you.
Sickens me. But we would have got the New Day versus the Elite.
Mm, yeah, but We get
Oh,
other
there's
things.
dream matches, but you also get Monday Night Raw.
We get plenty of other things with them in AEW.
I just think they'd have been reunited with Alan Jones. So
when it's for like a split second when you said Alan, I was like, "Who's Alan?"
Alan.
Darby.
Yes. But
Darby Allen Jones.
we go from one fun match to what I suspect will also be a fun match, and what I suspect will be the main event. It's the Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle. It's Stadium Stampede 2.
It's going to be really good.
I don't know what to expect from this match, but last year it was exactly what I needed at the time. But we were obviously in the lockdown had just started,
Yeah.
and they delivered the most fun match I've probably ever seen.
So, I reckon we could get some references in here for Jacksonville Jaguars because the Jaguars are on a bit of a comeback trail in the NFL.
Wait, has the NFL season started?
Not yet.
Okay, I was going to say.
But the draft was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And in America, the Jaguars, whatever.
Jaguars.
Drafted perhaps the biggest talent that's been in the NFL since probably Andrew Luck got drafted by the Colts.
Monty Brown?
No, nearly. Trevor Lawrence got drafted, and I think we're going to see some sort of reference to Trevor Lawrence. I wouldn't be surprised if he was
Might be in the match, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he was in the background. So I'm expecting that, but I'm expecting all sorts of shenanigans.
Oh god, yeah. Now
I'm
look,
really excited.
so people, I can already, you know, when you get worked up about something that hasn't happened yet.
Yes, I get you.
So I can see people on Twitter going, "Oh, FTR left WWE because they didn't take tag team wrestling seriously, and now they're doing this silly stuff." But when it's good, that's all right.
Yeah,
It's not them selling.
If it was
that,
bad, if the first Stadium Stampede was bad, and they said, "Oh, we're doing a second one," I'd be like, "Oh."
Yeah,
But
no,
the first one was
great.
really good. The first one was really good. So when they've announced the second one, I'm like, "Let's do this."
Yeah, it's going to be incredibly hard to live up to.
Oh yeah. Oh, and that it's going to be hard to find different things to do because they did everything.
Yeah, it felt like it. I think my highlight from last year was Hangman and Omega in the bar together when they clinked the glasses. Obviously, Kenny had his milk and Hangman had his whiskey. They pulled Hager across the bar like the classic westerns.
Yeah,
Loved
Matt Jackson doing the
400 yards. Yeah, that was great. And the ref doing the hands up touchdown.
Yeah, and then
great.
Was it the golf buggy with Sammy Guevara?
Yes, Hangman on his horse.
Hangman on his horse, yeah.
Jericho giving a Judas effect to the mascot.
Matt Hardy in the pool.
We're going to get a reference to that, by the way. We're going to get a reference to when obviously Jericho hit the Judas effect on the mascot. They're not going to be like, "Oh, sorry for last year" or something like that.
Or the mascot dodges it and takes off the hat, and it's Trevor Lawrence.
Maybe.
That'd be great. I just want to see Trevor Lawrence because he's a beautiful man.
This is so irrelevant, but I need to say it because I loved it. Last week on Dynamite, they went backstage to Jericho and did like a quick interview, and Jericho was with Dean Malenko.
Okay.
And obviously they feuded in WCW.
Yeah.
And
well, they were it was him and Benoit and Eddie that went with from WCW, didn't they?
Jericho wasn't with them, no.
They were. It was
Jericho
those four, wasn't it?
No, Perry Saturn.
Oh, okay. It's the same thing.
Jericho is not a radical.
Same thing.
But anyway, so do you remember the Jericho promo where he listed all of his holds?
1,001 holds. Oh,
1,004 holds.
So he had 3 more than 337. Arm drag.
Yeah, they referenced that because Malenko mentioned to it. Malenko said to him, "Well, you do have 1,004 holes," and he was like, "Oh, I forgot a few over the years." So they remember stuff. They do reference stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that.
That's really good.
I think Tully will be fun in this because he'll have some
Tully will do
shenanigans.
something mental.
I think we'll see an appearance from Mike Tyson.
Yeah, probably.
Obviously, the gimmick is that if the Inner Circle lose, they must disband as a team forever.
Hmm.
meaning that the Inner
Yeah.
Circle are winning.
The Inner Circle are going to win because they absolutely shouldn't disband.
No. Which leaves us with a stalemate between the teams.
It'd be 1-1, wouldn't it?
Where do we go from there?
So Blood and Guts, Stadium Stampede,
What's next?
War Games.
That's what Blood and Guts is.
I just wanted to do the impression.
Fair enough.
What other
I have a sneaky suspicion, and I don't
Mimosa
know if it's going
Mayhem?
to happen. No. I have a sneaky suspicion
Yeah.
that it might be MJF versus Jericho, breakup of the Pinnacle versus his career.
Ooh.
So I think Jericho would
Ooh.
love to put MJF over on the way out.
He'd be perfect for it as well.
But I just don't know if Jericho's ready to hang up the boots yet.
I don't know if I'm ready for Jericho to hang up his boots.
I was last
I
year, and
enjoy
then
him.
this year he's come back and he's done it well. Like,
He's just so good.
he
He's
is.
got to be up there for greatest of all time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think these few years have established that.
Oh yeah, it's just
Um,
it's the way he can always adapt, and
yeah. He's a
he's
face
never
now and no one bats an eyelid, and he was the biggest heel for the longest time.
yeah
Because it just
he's
makes
never
sense.
become boring. He's never
No.
become boring.
He doesn't let himself become boring.
No, like what a guy! And if that is how he goes out, that'd be perfect. And putting a
Yeah.
guy like MJF over would be perfect.
Yeah, I just don't know what other stakes they could put on a match, you know what I mean? That's like the only like
Yeah.
other thing that's bigger than this.
You know what they could do, and this is just an idea off the top of my head. You
Mm.
have so there's parallels, isn't there, between
Yeah.
the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle. So you could have a night where it's just Pinnacle versus Inner Circle night, and have Santana Ortiz versus FTR, have Sammy Guevara against Sean Spears, have Jake Hager against Wardlow,
Yeah.
and have MJF versus Chris Jericho, and have it as a best of whatever,
Mm.
like a
Yeah.
Survivor Series kind of thing. You
Yeah.
know how
I
they
mean that
do
could
it,
work.
like Team Inner Circle 3, Team Pinnacle 1, or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I quite like that idea.
Yeah. I don't know, I just think the stakes have to be high again, you know?
No, I know they should be high, but whether they have it as the winner of the overall night doesn't have to disband or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just
Um
fantasy booking, though.
Obviously the final shot last year was of Kenny hitting a huge one-winged angel from the stands onto.
Oh, beautiful!
Oh,
Yeah,
it was beautiful. And then the fireworks going off. So I suspect a similar image this year with the Inner Circle actually winning this time.
yeah. And who do you think is going to be the one that takes the big thing?
MJF.
Do you
It
think?
has to be. It has to be.
I mean, I think maybe Sean Spears.
No, I think he gets eliminated early. So what happened last year was they slowly like eliminated each member.
Oh yeah, it was like the last man standing sort of thing, wasn't it? It was Sammy 'cause
Yeah.
he thought he won.
Yeah, Sammy thought he won, and then One Winged Angel. Just because Jericho shouldn't be taking that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think Jericho doing something to MJF would work.
Yeah,
I think
like
that's the way to go.
maybe a Judas effect that knocks him out and he falls back off of something big
Onto a crash pad.
onto a big crash mat. Yeah,
So a nice,
Dis-
comfy crash mat.
disguised as metal.
No, the Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver comes out and catches him,
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
but because it's the
Who's it?
Jacksonville Jaguars, he drops him.
Oh no, that's annoyed me. I can't remember who they drafted.
Um,
It's not Jamar Chase. He went to the Bengals. Oh, you proper.
Scott, I don't care.
I do.
But I'm really looking forward to this match. I'm hoping it's as fun as last year. There's part of me that thought maybe it'll be more serious than last year because of obviously it's a bit more of a blood feud. And like I think with the elite, you
Yeah,
can be more silly with it, and a
you
heel.
you can still have some silliness though.
I think all of them have the capability to put up over some comedy. But just quick, what do you think will be the match of the night?
Ooh, now I can see three.
Right.
3 or 4 maybe,
Oh wow,
which
then
is
you know it's
mad.
a good card.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously, Young Bucks, Moxley, Kingston
Hmm.
is probably the bookie's favourite for match of the night.
Yeah,
Uh, I do think that Stadium Stampede probably will be match of the night, just
I
because
really
of the
hope it delivers.
Yeah, if it does deliver, then it should be.
Yep.
I think Hangman and Brian Cage will be really good because Brian Cage, while he looks like he shouldn't be able to do the things that he can do some insane things, and is a very talented man.
Yeah,
And Kenny versus Orange versus Pac,
yeah.
if it's how it could be really, really good.
I think we might have the best ever triple threat on our hands.
Oh, yeah, I'd be
Yeah.
comfortable saying that.
Hmm.
What about you?
Yeah, for me, I mean, you're not wrong in any capacity.
I'm never wrong.
Uh, but yeah, for me, the match that I'm most looking forward to is Kenny, Orange, and Pac. Like, I just think the dynamics are so much fun. I think the quality in ring is incredible. I just think like a serious match broken up with some Orange Cassidy shenanigans is great.
Yeah,
The only thing that
yeah.
holds it back is a predictable winner, but I think for the most part, just because of how well AEW book, it's quite predictable throughout.
I mean, there's nothing wrong occasionally in wrestling of having a predictable winner as long as the match quality holds up.
Yeah, that's it. You've got to enjoy it. It's got to be watchable at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, people have known for the last year that Roman Reigns isn't dropping the title,
Yeah,
but his
hasn't lowered the
matches have.
quality of his matches.
No, exactly.
And what else is good about that is that he gives you those moments where you think, oh, maybe.
Like, yeah, like that. Oh, what was it at? Where it was Owens versus Roman.
At the Royal
Last
Rumble.
was it Last Man Standing?
Yeah,
When he handcuffed him, I was like, "That's so clever."
yeah.
And then it
And
was
then it broke.
obviously more than a 10 count, but never mind.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, though? It's
um,
like moments like that where you think, "Oh, actually," because there'll be a
yeah,
moment in this where Orange will roll Pac up, and it'll be the nearest 2-fall you've ever
yeah,
seen.
yeah. But yeah, I think also a sleeper hit on this card would be Miro and Lance Archer. Like just two
Yeah,
big boys bumping meat is such a taste breaker. Like you need those matches that break up the night, that give you something different to enjoy. And I think this card is bags full of it.
and I know this has been an incredibly positive show,
Yep.
and I don't want to sound like we're beating a dead horse here. Hikaru Shida and Britt Baker
Yeah.
could be really, really good.
Mm. Yeah, I genuinely don't look at this card and go, oh well, that's gonna suck.
Yeah, there's nothing I look at and think, oh, I can't be bothered for that.
Yeah, unless Cody wins.
I mean, yeah, but
I think
it
that's
is
a
what
nice.
it
I
it
think
is
that's
what
a
it
nice
is.
place to wrap up.
Yeah,
Just
you've
don't
brought
let Cody win.
the tone down.
Hey, look, we need to be realists here.
Yeah, wrestling's not meant to be fun.
Yeah, yeah. But thank you once again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and join the announcers table.